Hey guys, Ryan here, and today we are back with Running with the Pack, and we have got, I think two really major two to three major stories. We got two Cup driver announcements for currently only one race each, though I think subliminally. Let me see if I can say that word right. Subliminally, I might have gotten it right one of those two times. I don't know. But yeah, subliminally, one of them might have been a double race because yeah, we had Cindric confirmed in the 33, and we had his paint scheme unveiled today, which is just a gorgeous red and black Verizon car. I'm gonna see if I can get a picture up on screen. If not, no, it's a gorgeous red and black Verizon car, number 33, which I didn't necessarily expect. Though I had kind of heard some people mentioning it, it looks like an RCR number, if I'm honest. It looks like RCR's number 33 that they would use for, like, Ty Dillon. Back when he made, like, some Cup starts here and there. But yeah, so all in all, though, the paint scheme looks pretty good, and he even tweeted out, that this is what his car is going to look like for both Daytona races. Now, I don't know if that was either accidentally said or if he was confirming that he's running the Daytona, or if that's going to be his paint scheme for both Xfinity and Cup Daytona races, or if he's talking about potentially maybe accidentally confirming that he's doing both the Daytona Speedway race and the Daytona Road Course as the second race of the season. Or if he's just kind of referring to the the duel that he's going to be in to try and qualify in. I think a lot of those are very possible. The only pictures he sent were all his Cup car, so I find it hard to believe that that's going to end up being a situation where that is. I think he's probably, 99% sure he's talking about just the duel and the Daytona race. Potentially Verizon being on his Xfinity car, that would be nice. And even then, you also have, and then if he's in that Daytona Road Course race, that would be, so great. But we did have another driver announcement, actually, for that Daytona Road Course race. So it's not a Daytona 500 announcement, but it is going to be an open car for the Daytona Road Course the next week, and that is AJ Allmendinger racing for Colleague Racing. Yes, AJ Allmendinger is going to be back in Cup driving. So far, we have it confirmed one race. I've kind of mentioned this to a few people, but I do find it kind of weird that the guy with the track record at the Daytona 500, although Allmendinger does have a pretty good road course racing resume as well, I find it hard to believe that he wasn't their first choice for the Daytona 500, and Kaz Gralla would be a better pick for the Daytona Road Course as he finished 7th there in an RCR car less than 365 days ago. But I'm gonna say, who knows? We look back to Allmendinger being a great road racer as well, though I don't think he's going to be off pace. I think he'll absolutely qualify for that race, and I think he'll probably be right up there in the mix for the win right at the end of it. But yeah, so that's kind of the two driver announcements. The other announcement, and something that kind of came along with it that I went and checked, it's not there yet, but yeah, the Pro Invitational is back. NASCAR has officially confirmed it, and they have confirmed 4 of the 10 race locations. But they have confirmed it will be a 10-race series contested across both. The first 5 will be on Fox, FS1, and the final 5 will be all on NBCSN. And they're using this as another way to test midweek content. I don't see any way that midweek content on FS1 or NBCSN, and that comes up with another thing, but yeah, with any of that kind of stuff going on, I find it hard to believe that you'll get much for viewership on those races. I mean, especially when you look at the viewership from this year, which was stellar. But again, there was nothing going on, and I think was the first race even on Fox. I think it was FS1 still, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be down from last year just because they had a perfect storm situation of nothing going on. The tracks they've also picked, at least of the announced tracks, it's okay. I mean, we have it confirmed that Bristol Dirt will be on iRacing by March 22nd, or at the very least will be in a ready enough state for them to use it for March 24th. So we know that they're going to be getting Bristol Dirt in there in time for that. Kind of similar to North Wilkesboro. I'm assuming they'll be using it as kind of a promotion, like, hey, come buy this new track that just came out this week or something. And then you go to Talladega, which Talladega puts on great racing, even sometimes on iRacing. They also can tend to be Wreckfest races, so hard to really tell if that's going to end up being the situation of what ends up going on. But then you've got Darlington, which is it's not a great track for on-track action, especially for a shorter style race. A lot of Darlington's charm comes from trying to take care of that car for 500 miles of racing action. And then Circuit of the Americas, which I've already criticized. I think I criticized it in the video when they first announced it, but they've announced that they're using the full layout. Full layout just is not a good option for Cup cars. I mean, there's too many hairpins. It's going to be way too slow in like the middle sector. It's just not a good situation. Then you go on to the fifth race. From fifth race onward, we don't know. Personally, for some of the unannounced races, or even for some of the announced races, I would like to see them add something in that is unexpected. I mean, add in a Rockingham race. Add in a North Wilkesboro race somewhere. Maybe even add in Nashville Fairgrounds, since that track is on there. Maybe add in something like Myrtle Beach, if the Cup cars can actually run there efficiently. But I feel like they just should add some sort of track that allows for something that you might not necessarily see, and gives some publicity to a track that you may either not have the ability to see Cup cars at, or in general you might not be able to see much racing at anyway, like Myrtle Beach Speedway, which recently closed. Fairground Speedway, which hasn't really been able to host racing action in recent years. So I think those would be some great venues to go to. Even go to like IRP for a short track race. I mean, clearly the stock cars are able to do it because SRX is going to be going there this coming summer. So, I mean, that would be my ideal way for a situation like this to go, would be to include some more tracks that maybe aren't on the NASCAR schedule, especially if NASCAR either owns them or has some sort of significant history with them. I mean, I don't know where the ownership of North Wilkesboro or Rockingham are, but those two tracks have significant NASCAR history. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where I'd like to see it not just be a copy-paste of what we're going to see on there. Again, I'd like to see them also you better not keep the Xfinity trucks and maybe even ARCA drivers from being able to compete. Also, let me get real close to the microphone. Let the Pro Invitational include drivers from the Coca-Cola iRacing series. Those guys are full-time iRacers. Or most of them are professional iRacing drivers. They know how to race these cars. So let them compete because they are good at this, and it'll help build them a fan base. Like, maybe don't let them all try and compete, but in particular, try and cherry pick some of either your best talents or your best personalities, and try and get some publicity for not only the Coca-Cola iRacing series in general, but in particular some of these drivers that are trying to go through there to maybe try and build a start for themselves in real racing. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of the big thing about the Pro Invitational. One other a couple other driver announcements. We had a number of Xfinity announcements. Big Machine record label is going to be opening up an Xfinity team using the number 48. Jordan Anderson is opening up in an Xfinity team and going Xfinity Racing. I believe Jordan Anderson has confirmed he will be racing in that series for a number of races. Ryan Vargas is added to the full-time full-time Xfinity lineup, not full-time Cup lineup, but full-time Xfinity lineup for Johnny Davis Racing. So he'll be driving the number 6 over there, completing a 4-car armada with, I believe, Colby Howard, Landon Castle, Jeffrey Earnhardt, and himself. So that's that 4-car team pretty much locked up. So we now know who those drivers will be for the full season. That's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, so there was also supposed to be a Chip Ganassi Racing announcement, but it wasn't remotely NASCAR or even really auto racing related for the most part. I think it was like maybe some kind of stadium super truck thing or whatnot. I don't know. It looked pretty weird. But yeah, so that's kind of most of the announcements from the last several weeks. So the main things, though, being Cindric and Allmendinger in Cup. And then you've got the Pro Invitational Series, which is definitely probably the reason most of you guys clicked. But thank you guys all for watching anyway. If you guys have your own opinions on anything I mentioned today, but in particular the Pro Invitational Series, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. So remember to comment, leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy. Also, so that the video can hopefully be spread around, share it with your friends, so that everybody's aware to tune in for the iRacing broadcast. And outside of that, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys actually later tonight. I will be doing a double live stream event for the Days of Thunder Xfinity Series, and then the Cybertruck Series All-Star Race, which I will actually be competing in as a driver. I've got my sim rig right over there getting ready. Going to be actually hopping on right after I finish editing and uploading this video to turn practice lap. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next video, live stream. Hopefully I'll see you guys in those live streams, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!